evening, friends, and welcome to this Thomas Hardy anthology feature film, Hardy's Regrets, 3 ghost stories and a comedy. Hardy was a prolific writer of short stories, as well as novels, and we hope in this short story anthology that we do him justice. Many of Hardy's tales deal with the poorer classes, the rural workers and small farmer artisan types in the county of Dorset in southwest England. And so with this collection. These characters are integral to their landscape, and their work was very much a part of the fabric in their Wessex villages. This first Hardy anthology has been created largely by local amateurs as a community project. The Royal Manor Theatre in Portland generously allowed the use of their stage and costumes, and actors from various Dorset amateur dramatic groups, such as the New Hardy Players, as well as local crew, have kindly volunteered their time. The film is a community, no-budget feature. Our first Hardy short story film is The Superstitious Man, which contains 2 forewarnings and a haunting. If you include the final image, we, the viewers, experience a haunting as well. Hardy always treated his rural characters affectionately but realistically. We hope that we have done the same with Betty and Bill.
You're not going there again, are you? Bill, you gotta stop this. Do you hear? It's been 15 years now. Will you promise me, Bill? Will you promise your wife has asked you? There.
Morning, Sexton.
Morning, Philip. Didn't see you at service today.
Oh, my terrace were playing up awful. I stayed in. Anything come up?
Not exactly, but you know, the bell went very heavy all of a sudden.
Heavy in your hand?
Yep, not known that since old Henry died.
Sexton, you can be a bit superstitious, but you know what it means if it's true.
Someone else's turn.
Oh, I hope it's not me.
Nor me neither.
Yep.
Day.
Bill! Bill, you there? Bill, you there? Bill!
Breakfast ready yet?
Yeah. You had a dew bit then?
Yeah. Hey, what's the meaning of those words chalked on the door?
I saw you go out last night and I left a message to close the door.
But you was in bed with me, you daft apron.
No, I saw you go out before that.
No, I came home, I was flagged, I went straight upstairs to bed and to sleep. You know I did.
Well, I must have been dreaming then.
You be looking sleepy today, Nancy? Oh, it was Midsummer's Eve last night, and some of us went down to church porch and didn't go home till near 1 o'clock.
Faith, I had that much ironing to do. I didn't know whether it were midsummer or Michaelmas. So how many spirits went in? Did they all come out like?
It was just a bit of old silly fun.
Who went in and who didn't come out?
Oh, you know, old Gaffer Doom's spirit went in and then he came out again.
And?
And, well, it was just your Bill.
You mean his spirit just walked in like?
Yeah, it was dead queer. He was wet all through.
What? His clothes as well?
Yeah.
Well, you needn't tell me this, Nancy, if you don't want, but his spirit didn't come out again, did it?
No, Mrs. Privet.
Well, it were midsummer, and the spirit of a man can do what it wants then, can't it? Off you go, Nancy.
Bye, I'm sorry.
I saw him, you know, down at Long Ear Cove when I were collecting driftwood. Before I went home.
Well, you couldn't have done. He were dead by then. He died just after his lunch.
Huh? Well, maybe I foresaw him. Bill, that is. At the cliff where his little boy died.
Aye. Well, we now know for whom that heavy bell tolled then.
Well, maybe he's at rest now with his little boy.
What about poor Betty, though? All she has left is regrets.
Our second macabre story, The Withered Arm, is one of the most famous of Hardy's short fiction oeuvre. Here, a yeoman has married a young girl, for her looks. We learn that years ago he fathered a child with a young dairymaid, whom he then left. This story traces how things can go from bad to worse even after an interval of many years. Hardy took delight in the folkloric incubus, as we see here.
To fully understand this story and its ending, one must first be given a little context.
Nestled in the old English countryside in Dorset, between the sea and the wolds, was a small village called Piddle-lee, where there lived a young dairymaid called Rhoda. She was the eldest daughter of 6, and she left home to work in service at the ripe age of 14. There, as with all of these stories, she met a bright young man with great prospects, a farmer named Lodge. It was love at first sight. A whirlwind romance that, in only a year, had Rhoda in the family way. This didn't seem too bad, as she had an earnest promise from her young man that an engagement was soon to be had. The problem about promises, you see, is even if they are in writing, they are rarely kept. And young Farmer Lodge met a prettier young woman in a village a few miles away and very quickly forgot about Rhoda. Rhoda was, of course, devastated, but for the sake of her young son, she managed to pull through. She comforted herself that it seemed that Farmer Lodge was not the type to marry, an eternal bachelor. Instead, he left a string of broken hearts and reputations behind him. Until one day, many years later, Farmer Lodge brought home a pretty young woman with a ring on her finger. A ring that could have been Rhoda's.
Nancy, you be forgetting your pail. I hung it on nail for you.
Sorry, Effie. Thanks. You know, he brings his new wife home tomorrow, I hear.
Anyone seen her yet?
Nope. But I hear she's a red-cheeked, tisty-tosty little body enough.
And a couple of decades younger than he.
'Tis hard for Rhoda, though.
Nah, he ain't spoke to Rhoda Brooke for years now.
And now with his son-in-law, it's a shame. How's your husband been?
Oh, you know, his legs are bad, but he keeps going, you know. I mean, what? You've got no choice, really, have you? No. You've got to keep going. If you don't lose it, you lose it.
How about yours?
Oh, well, mine are all grown now.
They've just been saying down at Barton that your father brings his young wife home from Angleby tomorrow. You'll probably meet him when I send you there for some food.
Yes, ma'am. Is Father married?
Yes. You can give her a look and tell me what she's like, if you do see her.
All right.
I wants to know if she's dark or fair, tall or small, and has the marks of the lady upon her, and has never done anything, as I expect she'd do.
All right, ma'am.
Oh, that poor lad's dead for me.
Yes, my dear. I saw that he did.
He's one of the villagers, I suppose.
I think he lives with his mother, a mile or so back. But you must expect to be stared at first. My pretty Gertrude.
Well, did you see her?
Yes.
Is she ladylike?
Yes, a lady complete.
Is she young?
Yeah, she's quite grown up. Why don't you go down to Holmstoke Church tomorrow and have a look for yourself?
I wouldn't go look up at her if she was to pass this window this instant. What did Mr. Lodge do?
Same as usual.
Took no notice of you.
No, never does.
No! His own flesh and blood!
Fall out of bed last night, Mum?
What time?
Just after the clock struck 2.
No. Finish your breakfast.
Oh, Miss Lodge is going to come bring me some new boots because I saw mine were cracked when I was carrying a big bundle.
Charity to the poor, is it?
She gives away other stuff to people in the means besides us.
Thank you.
I hope you don't suffer from the damp of the water beads, Mrs. Lodge.
No, but I do have a tiny ailment that puzzles me.
When did this happen?
At 2 o'clock, I woke with a strong pain in my arm.
2:00. Yes, well, it's probably just marks from something you did to yourself during the day without noticing. Have some cake. morning, Mrs. Lodge.
Good day, Mrs. Brooke.
I hope your arm is well again, ma'am.
It's rather worse. It pains me dreadfully sometimes.
Perhaps you'd better go to a doctor, ma'am.
You said to bathe it in hot water, but it makes no difference.
Could I see it?
My husband says it looks as if some witch has taken hold of me there and blasted the flesh.
That's silly. I wouldn't mind him.
Yes, but men think so much of personal appearance. And he was so proud of my appearance at first.
Oh, just keep your arm covered. You'll never notice.
Yes, but he knows that the disfigurement is there.
Well, ma'am, I'm sure it'll go away soon. Good day to you.
No, sorry, I won't be long. I've just put by to tell you that I've decided to visit that conjurer Trendle, that wise man, and to ask you if you will join me Saturday morning when my husband will be away at market.
Told he about him?
My servants. Why, is he no good?
Well, he's certainly an original.
Oh, will you come? Thank you. Thank you. I'll put by early this morning. Thank you. Sorry to bother you, Conjure, Mr. Trendle, but I've come about...
I know what you come about. You come about your withered arm. You better come in. No companions. No companions. You better wait outside. Well? Medicine can't cure that. That's the work of the enemy.
Who?
I can't tell you, but I can show you.
Did he charge much?
He wouldn't take a farthing.
And what did you see?
should recommend?
I didn't. Your people did.
Oh. Did they?
Damn, if you won't poison yourself with these witch mixtures.
I'm sorry, Henry. I'll throw them out.
You need somebody to distract you. I had thought of adopting a certain boy at some time. But he's too grown up now. Moved away. How about I find you a new maid?
Boy? Did you mean Rhoda's son?
I'll not have words spoken that don't concern you, Gertrude.
Why didn't you marry her? Why did you bother choosing me then? I don't have much time. My husband will be home soon. Please tell me your research has found something, Mr. Trundle.
Well, after much thought and inquiry, I've found that there's only one remedy that will work for this type of blight.
And what is that?
With your arm, you must touch the neck of a newly hanged man before he's gone cold.
Oh. And how do I organise this without my husband finding out?
If it needs to be done, you will find a way.
Right. Thank you so much.
No, Silver. No, that would be bad luck. You go away.
Okay, Master, we'll go, Master. Surely.
Oh, Gertrude. I'm going for business at the Assizes for a few days. I'm sorry for the short notice, but I can't take you with me.
That's all right, Henry. Take care of yourself now.
Lovely weather, isn't it, Ma'am? I can always spare a minute for such a neat body as thee.
Thank you.
Dost thee want a biscuit?
No, thank you. What time's the execution? Tomorrow, please.
12, ma'am. 'Twas a young man who was caught near a rick when they fired it. He's to hang for arson.
Oh, can I give you this?
Oh, no. No money. Corpse. But what for? Do you want to touch the corpse?
It's for my, ailment on my arm.
Why, it's all a scram.
Yeah.
Yes. I've had people come afore for such a cure. I'll get you a touch of the corpse. You remind me of me daughter, you know.
Thank you. Where can I meet you tomorrow?
Oh, go to the side door near the main entrance of the jail. Go to the room on the left there. The body will be on the trestle at 12:15 the 12th hour.
Thank you, sir.
I wish you luck with the charm.
Mom?
Our third supernatural tale is what the shepherd saw. In this story, Hardy moves his focus from rustics to a much higher social stratum. Unusually, the ghost in this murder tale is not that of the victim.
You sleeping?
No, sir.
Good. Am I leaving that you would watch the flock tonight? None that should need tending. But if they should, you can down my house for 10 minutes. I can't afford you a candle, but you can add the odd shut-eye. I mean it though. The odd minute. Those yous need watching. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Off from my sleep now. See you later.
Yes, sir.
You've come, Harriet. Bless you for it.
Yes, but not for this. Why on earth did you write me such a letter implying that I might be doing you a grievous ill by staying away? You look all right to me.
I have walked all the way from my father's.
Oh, well, how have you been since we last met?
I've seen many places and many faces since I last walked these downs, Harriet.
Did you drag me out here just to say this?
No, Harriet, I'd heard that the Duke mistreats you, and I was worried.
Well, he's a little warm-tempered, but he's a good husband.
Dearest, is it not notorious that your life with him is a sad one?
Captain Ogbong, you deserve a punishment for dragging me out here, just to say nothing. I wouldn't have come, only my husband is away, and I had no fetter in my impulsiveness.
I see you are not the Harriet you once were. I suppose that a duchess conveniently forgets those who loved her, and still do.
This is silly. You endanger yourself and my good name as well. I must go.
But when does the Duke return?
Oh, in a few days.
Then meet me here again.
What's the use?
Own that you did once love me, and that the Duke is unkind.
Well, yes, a bit. But look, I must go.
Look, just please, meet me tomorrow. Or I'll come and I'll have it out with him.
What? No, look, just don't be silly. I'll see you tomorrow. Now, let me go.
Dry your eyes, Bell Mills. You let the fire go out. Curse you. One of those yous is twinned. Another's about to go off. Did you call me? No, you didn't.
You said that I could go for a sleep, like an holiday every so often.
Don't you be talking to your betters like that, young man. No be off for you. I'll be back by breakfast. Right, Bill. You get that door and keep an eye on them yous. Go out every hour or so, and you can have the odd 10-minute shy.
Yes, sir.
Good lad.
I'm delighted that you've come a night early, my love. I just wish it had been 2 nights, though.
Why?
Because a couple of nights ago I was lured out to a meeting by my silly old cousin, Fred. You remember Captain Ogborn?
A meeting?
Yes, he wrote me a note asking me to meet him as his very happiness depended on it. So I got to worrying about him and went up there.
Where?
The Devil's Stone. You know, where the sheep are in Mulberry Downs.
And what happened?
Oh, basically, he had heard reports that I was unhappy and grasped my hand and made me promise to meet him again the next night. You know, yesterday. So I agreed as to escape his hold and then ran away.
So you did not want to go to this promised meeting then?
What for? Of course I didn't go. I am afraid that he may come here because I failed to turn up, however. You're so silent, my dear.
I've had a long journey.
I'll ring for some supper and you can have it by the fire in your room. And perhaps tomorrow night we could go to the Downs, and if Fred is there yet again, you could ask him what was warranting him so about me.
Yes. Perhaps. Perhaps. I tell you, he has not thought it worth his while to come a second time after you didn't show.
Well, it would be harsh treatment to make him wait all alone a second time after I didn't come.
Perhaps he has other engagements.
Or he could be hiding behind the Devil's Stone.
What? Don't be stupid.
I declare that you lag like an unwilling schoolboy tonight. If I didn't know you any better, I think you were jealous. Oh, I see him.
God. Where?
There, behind the stone. Oh, that's not him. It's just a boy.
Oh, yes, I see. Come here, boy. What are you doing, boy? Just keeping sheep, my lord?
And what have you seen these past few nights?
Nothing, my lady.
And have you seen a military man today?
No, my lady.
See, I told you he wouldn't come. Now, let's go. You'll catch your death of cold here tonight. What did you see 2 nights since?
Nothing, sir, nothing I don't bear in mind.
And what didn't you bear in mind?
I didn't see you drag no body down to the stone at all.
Would you rather see me do those things again, now, or keep a secret your whole life?
Keep secret, sir.
Do you like being a shepherd?
No, sir. It's lonely and they treat me bad.
Then you shall go to boarding school. And your mother will be looked after. But if you say a word about your shepherding days, crash down will come your schooling, and your mother will be turned out onto the street. Do you understand me, boy?
Yes, sir. My lord.
Come with me. This stone is thousands of years old. It used to mark a holy place. An oath sworn here is doubly powerful. Say, I swear I'll never speak of shepherding again, or else my body shall rot, and I shall die in agony, so let it be. Amen.
I swear I'll never speak of shepherding again, otherwise my body will rot and I'll die in agony, so let it be. Amen. Could you please let go of my ear now?
Kiss the stone. Come home with me. We'll write to your mother, tell her about your schooling. Come. Mills. What is it?
It's not work as such, Your Grace, but old times have come back to life due to something waking them.
Which old times?
It's about that Christmas where my lady's cousin
Old time to be damned. What do you want this time?
It's not I, Your Grace. I've heard something about my former employer, the old shepherd.
Well, get on with it.
Well, I've heard he's wished to see a vicar because he's dying. He wished to relieve himself of his past misdeeds.
What about?
About how he was at the Devil's Stone that night and he saw everything. And I didn't know he was there, my lord. I didn't.
You go home to bed, Mills. I'll silence the vicar's tongue. I've a few decades to go yet. I might have this escape for tongues to wag about.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't admit you. The family is in mourning. The Duke is dead. He fell downstairs in the night, sir, and broke his neck. The Duchess will send for you with instructions in due course. The vicar is here.
Of course. I'm so sorry to hear it. Please send my condolences to the Duchess.
Indeed, sir. She and the vicar think that my lord was wandering around outside, sleepwalking. But we're sure he's sleeping peacefully now, however. His life was full, and he had no regrets.
No regrets.
Our fourth Hardy short story, The Three Strangers, is a comedy in which strangers arrive at a local shepherd's party. Only one of the strangers' occupations is revealed, to startling effect, causing the confused partygoers to rush around searching for who turns out to be the wrong man. The man's true identity is only revealed at the end.
Fennel's firstborn, Lil Anne. May she grow and flourish. Lil Anne.
Walk in.
The rain is so heavy, sir. May I ask your consent to come in and rest a while?
To be sure, stranger. And you're lucky to be attending the christening party of our little one.
And may you have many more. I think I might just sit down here a while and rest me weary legs, with your consent, ma'am.
Bit late to be traipsing athwart the coombe this time of night, neighbour.
Ah, yeah, but I started out late, didn't I?
Where be ye bound, then?
Oh, well, further up country, you know, further up country.
I must ask for a few minutes' shelter, comrades, or I shall be wetted to my skin before I get to Casterbridge.
Right, well, you better make yourself at home then, master.
I saw your eyes, mistress, and suspected that there may be some mead in your house, and very good mead it is, too.
Thank you, sir.
I was going to Casterbridge before I was forced to call here.
I mean to move there and must be there tomorrow for my day's work. Het or wet, snow or blow.
Well, sirs, what would be either of your trades then?
I don't mind knowing what my trade is. I'm a wheelwright.
Ah, good trade for these parts. Aye, good.
Anyone may know mine. Oh, my trade, it is the fairest one. My trade's a sight to see. Or my customers I tie a rope thereon and waft them to a far country. Chorus. Waft them to a far country.
Is he to hang that poor Timothy Summers for stealing the sheep to feed his starving family? He's to live in the cottage underneath the prison walls, he is.
Well, tomorrow is my working day. A working day
good
for
evening.
me.
Would
For
you
the
please tell
lamb
me the
will
way
swing
to...
for the sheep, my boys. On his soul may God have mercy. On his soul may God have mercy. Be jiggered. A prisoner has escaped from jail.
That must have been his cell.
His teeth chattered and his breath fell out of his body.
Is there a constable here present? You are a sworn constable?
I be, sir.
Then in the Queen's name I hereby give you authority to take these men, arm yourselves, and pursue the villain that has escaped his fate.
Come in the shed, lads. I've some hurdle staves over there and some more lanterns.
Come on, let's go.
You here? Thought you'd gone to help with the chase.
Thought they were enough without me.
Well, these shepherd folk are used to it. Simple-minded souls. Stirred up to anything in a moment. They'll have him ready for me in the morning.
We shall have saved ourselves all the labour in the matter.
True, true. Well, I'm off to Casterbridge. You going that way?
No, I'm going up the up country, the other way.
Then I bid you good night, sir. Ah, there he is, there he is. Ah, your money or your life?
No, t'ain't our side, say that.
No.
We be on the side of the law.
The law? The law. The law. All right then. I arrest you in the name of the Father and of the Son. No. Well, let me see. I thought you'd got it written down here, what I got to say.
Did I hear you speak to me?
I arrest ye on a charge of not abiding in Casterbridge jail in a decent manner to be hung tomorrow.
Would you stay there?
No. Yes. Now, neighbours, do your duty and arrest this man. Surrender! Take him!
Which is the constable?
I be he, sir. We have apprehended the criminal. Men, bring forward the captive.
Boy!
Who's this?
The man.
Certainly not. No.
Well, it must be the man, because he were the one who was shaking and frightened when we were talking about the instruments of justice.
All I know is that is not the condemned man. Our man was tall, dark, quite good looking, and had a bass voice.
It'll be the other one.
The other one.
So you haven't even caught the right man?
Well, he were the right man, but it turns out he's not the right man. Because the right man was the one that was sat in the corner, if you'll excuse my country way of speaking.
Oh, pretty kettle of fish.
Sir, the condemned man is my brother. I set off this morning to tramp to Casterbridge jail to take my leave of him. You can imagine my shock when I saw him in this cottage. Naturally, I left in a hurry.
Do you know where he is now?
I haven't seen him since, sir.
Well, there's no point in holding this poor man. You can go home and in the morning raise a party for another search. Good evening, gentlemen, and thank you for your attempt in this matter.
They'll never find him now. He'll be long gone by the morning.
And so we all, hanging, for a sheep for his starving family. The law's an ass.
I bet he regrets having this party now.
Oh, no. 'Twill give the people something to talk about in the parish for years to come. I've no regrets. Nope, no regrets.